Hi there, my crafty friends. It is Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stampin' AF. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and I am going to bring you a very quick video this week. It is using the Artfully Aware stamp set, and this is Janet Wakeland's $1 Million Sales stamp set. And between the sentiments and the gorgeous hand-drawn images, it's stunning. I made this very simple card using powder pink a few weeks ago, and for our great big team meeting last week, I opted to do the make and take with less than half an hour until the meeting. So I was able to prepare, there were 8 people there, so I was able to prepare those 8 kits in no time flat. I am changing it up a little bit, and I have some samples to show you, but we are going to use an A2 size card, and it would be a side folding card. So it is 8.5 wide by 4.25 tall, and it is scored at 5.5. So we'll fold that and just set it aside. I am using a mat of Tranquil Tide, and it is 4 by 5.25, and we'll set that aside as well. And then I have a piece of Whisper White, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. It's just 1/4 of an inch smaller all around than the larger mat. So I am going to use a different stamp set. I'm going to use the Group of People. We will use, everything is tone on tone. So we will use some Tranquil Tide, and there is a method to my color choices, and you will see why at the end. And I promise this is going to be a quick video. So we're going to stamp this Group of People down here, and I like to do a bit of a wiggle. Looks like my Tranquil Tide needs to be re-inked. So I think we will turn that over. And I'm going to ink up from a few different spots on that ink pad. And I'm going to move this up just a little bit higher. Give it a bit of a wiggle. That's a bit better. Now, I was mentioning there are some beautiful sentiments in this stamp set. And for this one, I used Until There Is a Cure and I'm Here For You. For this one, I think we're going to use Together We Make a Difference. And again, I'm just going to use a D block and mount it in the middle. We'll put that right there. And then we will grab yet another sentiment. Which one shall we use? How about I'm Here For You, or Lean On Me. Everything is singular, and we've got Together We Make a Difference. How about Until There Is a Cure? I do really love that sentiment. Now we need a little piece of scrap paper, so I'm just going to grab some computer paper that I have off to the side. And we'll stamp once at full strength, once off, and another time off. And you can do this as many times as you want. Just make sure you're always going off to the side, because once you've stamped off, you've got more ink on the part that hasn't touched your paper yet. So you wouldn't want to, say, start over there and then come all the way over here, because you've got more ink on that side. Let's just do a couple here and there. There we go. So that is it. We will take our aqua painter and try and get those bristles fairly dry. And then I've got some ink in there, and I'm just going to very carefully brush the color. Now I haven't done this Group of People yet, so I'm a little more practiced with the individuals. But you can see we haven't added any ink to this. I am merely just doing a wash of the ink that's already on there. Now you could go a little abstract and just really not pay too much attention to where your lines are and go outside of that. Completely up to you. I should mention that on this stamp set, this is actually Stampin' Up CEO Sarah Douglas that got in on the picture. Now, what makes this one stand out more is that I made one of the individuals a little bit darker. And with this group of people, I think we might be wise to do every other person a little bit darker, just so that it's not one big jumble of Tranquil Tide. Squeeze a drop of water in there just so that it's not so intense. Got a little more water than I would like. Now this isn't watercolor paper, this is just Whisper White. You could use shimmer cardstock, you could use watercolor paper. So as you can see, this just helps it stand out that it's not all one color. This part here is a little bit wet, so it keeps not doing what I want it to do. So I think I'm just gonna leave well enough alone. And that is it. So with the other cards that I have done, I have rounded off this one corner, but here we've gone all the way up to the top. Sorry, my dog is barking, someone's walking by the house. So we'll just do that one corner there, and I'm just gonna trim off a scooch there. One of the reasons that I'm using this Whisper White is that apparently I love Tranquil Tide so much that I do not have one single sheet of Tranquil Tide cardstock left. I had a couple of mats that I had cut, but no card bases. And speaking of cardstock, I am using the 2017-2019 in colors, which are now outgoing. I love saying outgoing in colors. It seems like such an oxymoron. To remind you that if you are needing refills, markers, stamp pads, cardstock, any of that in the outgoing in colors, so Tranquil Tide, Fresh Fig, Berry Burst, Powder Pink, and the beautiful Lemon Lime Twist. I'm gonna miss that one the most. Order them sooner rather than later. Do not hesitate, because once they are gone, they're gone for good. Come the new annual catalog on June 1st, there will be a whole new set of 5 in colors. So grab them while you can. And this is what I wanted you to see. So here are the, got a little bit of ink on there. I'll use my Tombow sand eraser. These are the outgoing in colors. I'm not sure why I'm zoomed so far in, but Tranquil Tide, Fresh Fig, Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, and Powder Pink. And that is all, my friends. The list of supplies and such can be found below. If you have enjoyed this short video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button to catch a new video each and every week. Bye, friends.